Don't you wish you could just burn fat when you're sitting at your desk? Well, the fact is, a lot of us are working in offices these days. We're working at our desks, and unfortunately, it's making it so it's harder and harder to drop the excess body fat, no matter how hard you're working in the gym. And if you stick with me through the end of this video, I'm not only going to show you 3 of the best fat-burning foods that you can eat when you're in the office or sitting at your desk, but I'm also going to give you access to my free restaurant cheat sheet so that you can figure out exactly what you need to eat when you're going out to eat, going to a restaurant, or even just going out to eat with your family, not just on your lunch break. So let's dive right in. I want to show you my 3 fat-burning foods for when you're sitting at the desk. The first one is eating some almonds with cayenne pepper. Sounds a little bit crazy, sounds a little bit spicy, but here's the thing. We know that almonds are awesome. We know that they help us burn fat. We know that they're just overall good for us, but we don't always know why they're so perfect. And here's why I recommend them to a lot of my busy business people clients. Almonds are so high in fiber, they keep you satiated for a while. So if you're sitting at the desk, a lot of times the tendency is to just sort of subconsciously munch on things. You know, sometimes you'll have a snack, you'll have a soda just sitting on the desk, and it's so easy to just sip on those kind of things. Almonds are high in monounsaturated fats, which help the body redistribute body fat. So if you're holding a lot of belly fat, maybe from cortisol, maybe from being stressed out in the workplace all the time, it's going to help you redistribute that. Helps mobilize it a little bit more. Now additionally, almonds also contain a specific kind of fiber that helps line the intestinal tract so that it can't absorb as much sugar at the time being. So what that means is when you eat some almonds, you're developing a little bit of a temporary layer through your intestinal tract. It's making it so that you're not absorbing as much sugar, which means your blood sugar is not climbing as high. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but the reason that that is so important is when you're sitting down all the time at a desk, again, it doesn't matter how active you are in the gym in the morning or at night, when you're at your desk and you're sedentary, your insulin sensitivity decreases. And what that means is that your body becomes more susceptible to becoming diabetic, but it also means that you're not as sensitive to carbohydrates anymore, which means your body doesn't absorb them, they float around in the bloodstream and get stored as fat a lot easier. So almonds have that secret component going for them. Now the other thing that I want you to do with your almonds, I want you to add cayenne pepper to them. And it doesn't sound like it's that much of a big deal, but the thing is that cayenne pepper is shown to do some dramatic things to your metabolism. In fact, according to the New York Times, it was found that if you consume cayenne pepper, it can boost your metabolism by 8% for up to 2 hours. That's pretty awesome. It doesn't sound like much. It doesn't sound like a long period of time, but the thing is, if you are eating every 2 hours or 3 hours, like you realistically might want to if you're training hard, that means you're consistently keeping that metabolism 8% higher. So when you would normally be burning, say, 2,000 calories, you're now burning 2,160 calories. That's quite a bit. That adds up. Now, the other thing that you can do with your almonds is you can soak them overnight. When you soak your almonds overnight, it does a pretty awesome thing that a lot of people don't know about. You see, in the skin, there is an enzyme inhibitor. That enzyme inhibitor makes it so it's hard to digest the proteins. It makes it so it's hard to digest just about anything that's going in the body with those almonds. So, by simply soaking them overnight, you break down that enzyme inhibitor. It's awesome. It changes the game of almonds altogether. So you soak the almonds, you add a little bit of cayenne pepper to them, and boom, you've got a snack that's going to satiate you and help you burn some fat throughout the day. The next one I'm going to talk about is spiced garbanzo beans. And I know it sounds totally crazy, and you probably haven't heard of it because, quite frankly, I kind of coined it myself. It's something that I gave to my clients a lot, and I recommended to my busy executives that I was working with because they were always looking for something that had a little bit of fiber. They were sick of eating almonds all the time. They wanted some more substance. And a couple of them would come to me and said they liked hummus, and I'm thinking, how can I recreate this? So if you take garbanzo beans, which are high in fiber to begin with, they're also one of the easiest to digest beans that there are, and you add a little bit of Himalayan salt and a little bit of cayenne pepper to them, it changes the game. So not only do you have a bean that's easy to digest, giving you a good amount of protein, but you're also adding that cayenne pepper to it, that's stimulating the metabolism a little bit more, but then you're adding Himalayan salt to it. And you only need like a 1/4 teaspoon for maybe a 1/2 cup to a cup of garbanzo beans. You don't need much. That Himalayan salt is going to help stimulate your adrenal glands to fight stress a little bit more. You see, when we're in the office and we're stressed out all the time, we need to combat that. And a lot of us aren't getting the healthy salt, the healthy minerals that we need. So by putting some Himalayan salt on the garbanzo beans along with some cayenne pepper, it ends up becoming one of the most satisfying fat-burning foods that you can eat at your desk. My number 3 favorite food that you can eat at your desk to torch fat is salmon jerky. And I know people think it's crazy because they think it's gonna stink really bad. They think it's gonna smell and stink up their briefcase. And some of my clients at first are really hesitant. They're just like, I don't think I wanna do that. But then they try it and they realize it tastes really good and it doesn't stink like they think it would. And it has a lot less sodium than beef jerky and turkey jerky. But in addition to having a lot of protein like other jerkies, salmon jerky has sort of a secret weapon. You see, salmon is high in something called leptin. And leptin is a hormone that's secreted when you are full. You see, the way it works is when you're full, your body starts sending signals to your hypothalamus, which is part of your brain. It says, hey, the body is full. I don't need any more food. It's time to start kickstarting the metabolism. So therefore, the brain tells the metabolism to kick into overdrive to digest the food. Well, here's the thing, salmon already contains leptin in it, which means the moment you start munching on it, your brain is getting those signals and your metabolism is boosting. So it's pretty darn awesome in that respect. So at the end of the day, you can munch on some jerky all day, be burning fat, be getting the protein and the amino acids that you need, and also help redistribute some of the belly fat to other areas of the body so you don't just feel like it's all in one place. So there you have it, guys. There's 3 foods that you can eat at your desk to keep burning fat throughout the day. So you're not just having to burn fat when you're going and blowing in the gym. Now you can burn fat all day at the office. And I want you to click on the link and go over and get my free restaurant cheat sheet. It's a cheat sheet that you can use whenever you're going out to eat so you know what you can order at any given restaurant. I work with so many clients and they all know that they have to go out to eat. And I know that their lives are brutal because they can't just eat out of Tupperware all the time. So that's why I created that cheat sheet. Also on that page, you're gonna find a full-length video that I'm giving to you guys that's gonna show you what you can do day to day. What someone that is career focused but still wants to get in the best shape of their life does to maintain their body, transform their life, but still bring home the bacon and support their family. So head on over and check it out. And as always, keep it locked in here on Six Pack Shortcuts. I'm gonna be bringing you loads of content for the busy person that still wants to be in shape. See you soon.